I'll choose something that I think everyone has issues with, which is being themselves. Isn't that funny? We're all ourselves, and everyone's afraid to be themselves. And you actually can't be anything else but yourself. But still there's this fear. I'm just going to ask you to follow along with me. I'll tap on my body, you tap on your body. And you can learn more about how it works and the exact perfect ways to do it as we go. But for now, just have an experience. So find your collarbones, drop down about 6 inches, press around in the front of the chest. Give yourself a big, deep breath. Massaging the front of your chest, thinking about how uncomfortable it is for you to really relax and be yourself, not just when you're alone, but when you're in front of people. How do you feel when you're around other people? Maybe you feel fine around other women or around other men, but it's, oh, when I'm around women I feel uncomfortable, or when I'm around men I'm uncomfortable, or when I'm around my family. So think about where it is that you get stuck when and who you're with, okay? So massaging the front of the chest, big deep breath. And repeat after me as you tap your eyebrows. And you can use one hand or two hands. If you have two hands free, use two hands with me right now. So tapping on your eyebrows, repeat after me. Even though I have fear of being myself when I'm around, and then everyone think about when that comes up for you. And tap your temples. Big deep breath, strong sigh. I'm open to loving and accepting myself. Tapping the front of your cheeks. Even though I have fear of being myself, I'm open to loving and accepting myself. And tapping under the nose. When I'm around, and then say who it is, what group of people. When I'm around spiritual teachers, when I'm around men, I feel what? I'm tapping under the lips. This uncomfortable feeling. Big deep breath. And tapping the chest. Now you might notice that your body is releasing in different ways. You might be yawning or burping. You might feel tears. You might feel electricity. You might feel tingles. You might feel laughter. Just let your body be natural. Again, going back to the uncomfortable feeling. Think about it for a minute. How intense is that uncomfortable feeling? From 0 to 10, does it feel like a 5 or an 8? Really intense? It blocks you. You don't act like yourself. You feel awkward in your body. You don't know what to say. You feel nervous. You look away. Big breath. And tapping the front to the bottom of the rib cage, right where your ribs stick out the most in front, on the bones. This fear in my body. Tuning into that fear again that comes up when you're around that group of people. And tap the side of your ribs. So you can do it like this with the back of your hands, or you can cross like this. The point is under the arms and the side of the ribs. This awkward feeling. So just acknowledging that feeling. Tap the inside of the wrist, right on the wrist bone. I'm open to loving and accepting myself, even if I always feel strange when I'm around who? Tap the side of the thumb. Now you could be using this for stage fright, or you could be using this when you talk to your boss or when you talk to your child, whatever it is. Tap the index finger. Even though a part of me feels afraid. Now describe how your body responds. Does it make you want to leave the room? Does it make you hold your breath? So you have 10 seconds to say, when I have this feeling, what happens? Describe it. Keep going. Good. Now tap your middle finger. I love and respect myself, even with this intense feeling in my body that makes me want to do what? Does it make you want to run away? Now tap the bottom of your fourth finger. I love and accept myself. Say that as loudly as you can. Tap your little finger. It's safe for me to release the stress and fear of being myself in front of who? Tap the side of your hand. Let's say it again. It's safe for me to release the stress and fear that happens when I'm where? Tap the top of your head. You're doing very well. Tuning into the remaining stress and fear. See if you can still remember that stressful feeling of being yourself around who? Focus on it. See if you can still feel it. Tapping the side of the head and the back of the head. And tapping the eyebrows. Tuning in one more time. How strong is that fear now? And tapping the temples. One more time. Tapping the cheekbones. What number would you give that fear of being yourself in front of them? Tapping under the nose. I accept this remaining fear. Tapping under the lips. And I'm allowing myself to relax, no matter who I'm with or who I'm talking to. Tap the front of the chest. I'm allowing myself to feel calm and centered and at peace in my body. I'm allowing myself to feel accepted wherever I am. Big breath. Tapping the front of the ribs. So check in and notice how you're feeling. If you notice the stress and anxiety is decreased, you can always watch that part of this video again and go back over it to do it for longer or to do it on a different subject.